Now DoorDash, they just sent me a catering order. I haven't seen a catering offer and I don't know how long, but it's only for like $9.85. But the kicker thing is, it's for like 14.1 miles. I'm like, come on now. It looked like a place where I've most likely went to before. And I'm just like, well, they're not going to get it by me today. And I'm really glad they didn't show that plus. Because if it would have said like $9 plus and it only had been like 80 something cents, I would be so ticked off. I mean, like majorly. Shoot. But there was no plus on it. Now I just got another offer here for $12.20. This is for 8 miles. Okay, I can bend but don't break with that. So go ahead and meet me at Chipotle. Now it looks like I'm only gonna pick up like 4 different meals here. So not too shabby. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Now I have $5.70 add-on going over here, right across the little, from over here to over there, walking distance. That's what I'm talking about, so that's good. Hello, how y'all doing? Right, the order was ready, so that was a huge relief. All right, now we got 1.3 miles to the very first customer. One funny thing was, it's like, when I was in Chick-fil-A, one of the employees is like, I recognize that microphone. Do you do YouTube? I was like, yeah, I do YouTube. What do you do? But yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny. Because every now and then you do see people and they do recognize whether it's a camera or a microphone or you. But okay, we are now just what, 1.2 miles to the very first customer so we can deliver this Chick-fil-A. Now I really like this thing, this stacked offer, because it's actually positioned me in a way where it's like just under $18 for like maybe 30, 40 minutes of work. So not too shabby. So let's get rolling. All right, looks like we have almost right there arrived. All right, let's deliver. All right, easy little drop off right there. What's so crazy is it says my drop off time is supposed to be 11:42. And it's just like, for me to get from right where I'm at right now to the customer is gonna be 11:42. I'm just like, man, there is like no room for error at all. I mean, taking a wrong turn, coughing, sneezing. What if I burp? I mean, shoot, if I take time out for anything that's even necessary, it feels like there's gonna be like a penalty or something. Like, goodness. Now, I'm not gonna be like a big old speed demon or anything like that, just so I can just try to make or beat the time. I'm gonna just keep it safe and keep on rolling. So let's drive. Oh my goodness, I am like out in the middle of nowhere right now. Now I have been here before, it's been a while, that's for sure. I see why they at least gave $12. All right, so usually actually it's that house. Now it's this one over here. Let me make sure. Okay, good. Yeah, I've been to both houses. Okay, now this is supposed to be a PIN required, so I will be right back. All right, just made it back, and I'm so glad that they knew their PIN number. That makes life so much easier. Because a lot of times they'll be like just being like, try the da-da-da-da-da, then try da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, no, that's not it either. It's usually the last 4 digits of the phone number. Try that. Da-da-da-da-da, that's it. But also, for more good news, I was able to make it a couple minutes before the actual promised time. I don't know how I made up time for sure. I don't think I was flying like Brian, but I was able to make it. But let's see what we get next. Okay, now that I'm more back into my zone here, I got this new offer. It's not all that great, but it's gonna keep these wheels going. It's $6.95, 4.3 miles, and I'm not exactly in my zone yet. I got what, 2.5 miles just to get there? So that's not bad at all to go into a place where I was heading to anyways. So let's go ahead and pick this up at. Oh man, I just started traveling a little bit and I got like major traffic. Looks like they closed this one part of the road on here to the right side. Now I'm gonna be forced to go over, just go straight, and that's kind of slow-ish. So this on-time rate thing could strike again. Still just trying to creep along. All right, just meet me at Chick-fil-A. Another order that was ready. That's what I'm talking about. Man, it is busy up in here. Goodness, so much traffic. I'm gonna try to do a little back around and see if I can dodge some of this stuff. So this might be a little unorthodox, but we'll get through this traffic. Cut through here, cut through there. But anywho, if y'all were on my live like last week on Saturday, you all saw something that was super duper crazy, and how I lost platinum without really going down, but from like 84 points to 83 points. Because right there at the end of my shift, my platinum status qualifications actually changed. It was weird. I went from needing to be platinum from 80 points, and it jumped up to 85 points. Now the past few days, it's been fluctuating, where it's been like I'm platinum at 80% and I need to be platinum at 85. So it's still going back and forth. Currently I'm platinum. So I don't know which way it's going to stop or anything, but a little unpredictable at the moment. Hopefully it stays at 80 points, because 85 is really that's just too much. But it really makes me think, are they really raising the points just so there'd be fewer platinum dashers? That's probably one of my main reasons why I'm thinking like they're trying to raise the points up so high, because you need pretty much like every metric, which I already have, from the quality rate, from the on-time rate being like 100%, currently a 5.0 with a customer rating. But so it's really going to depend on like how many deliveries I'm actually going to do like within 30 days. Then it's going to be the acceptance rating. It's almost like they're still trying to get my acceptance rating up. Let me just say, requiring me to get my acceptance rating up more. But I can't really keep that acceptance rating up if I don't have good offers or decent offers or the bend but don't break offers. But as soon as I get my acceptance rating up to around 55%, I feel like I get the waterfall of upside down bad offers to bring me right back down. I'm already at what, 48% acceptance rating right now, and so far these last few have been okay to kind of keep me afloat to actually be platinum status with having 80 points. And as long as it stays 80, I'm good. Goes out 85, well, not so good. But let's see how long I actually can maintain this thing. Leave it at the door. And speaking of bad offers, like my next two were bad. It was like $3 and change for like 3 miles. Then it was like $6 for 7 miles. Then they finally gave me something decent, which is Sonic $9.50 for 4.2 miles. I'll take that one. But right now it seems like I'm just struggling with my acceptance rating right now. I'm not gonna let it take advantage of me like completely. Has to be like a balance to all of this. It's like almost like a dance. And sometimes DoorDash does not make it easy. That's for sure. All right, that little pickup didn't take too long. And here's another thing is, I'm actually trying to get some shop and deliver orders, because I still haven't really got to test this thing out like I really wanted to. So I'm still open for those type of offers. But I don't want to take anything that's going to take advantage of me either. So there's a little bit of give and take to it. Now where I'm going to right now, by the time I drop off, I want to be like really close to a Dollar General. Now I'm not in love with no Dollar General. I don't really like going to Dollar General, but I will be close to one where I could get an offer. But the other negative thing is that's usually where I get the worst internet connection like ever. I'm just like, But here we go, step by step to the customer. All right, almost there. Man, I feel like I was here not long ago and I had issues. Hopefully they fixed their address. They did give some sort of directions of just going down the driveway. All right, I think this is it right here. It's a 2-story building. Check. A brown Expedition. It's an Expedition, but a gray Expedition. Check. Let's go. Now, here we go. I was supposed to meet the person at the door. On their little Ring door camera, they said, just go ahead and set it in the chair. So what I did, I took a picture between our message, between the customer and me. I went ahead and took a picture, just trying to protect myself, because this is just one way where a customer can say they didn't receive the order or yada, yada, yada. Because technically I didn't hand it to the person. And the only options I have is directions and hand it to the actual customer. I mean, technically, yeah, I probably could call DoorDash and saying, hey, they're not actually able to meet me at the door. I can't just press, hand it to the customer because they're actually instructing me to do something different. I would really like to see another button on there where I can actually, something right there where those two buttons are, where I got other directions where I can just leave it right there at the door. Because technically, since I am responsible for all that, that's why I took the picture, just in case. Because I got the address in there and everything. But I'm not going to worry about it too much, and I'm going to keep on marching on to the next offer. All right, we have arrived at Mr. Jim's Pizza, $7. Let's go in. And I tell you what, I'm hot. It is like right there 80 degrees, and I'm just like, that is such a weather change, because just last week had snow and ice, and I'm just like, here we go with the 180 here. Went from like the teens to hot and sweaty, almost feeling like summer. Welcome to Texas. Of all my time of doing like DoorDash or anything else, I don't even remember coming way back in this area, and it's not that far. I didn't know there was houses over here. Dang. Okay, let's see. This should be it right there. That's interesting. That's an interesting house. All right, let's go in. Not literally in, but to the door. Delivery complete. Now I gotta like remember, how did I kind of wiggle my way back in here? I'm gonna try not to use my map assistance here. I think I'm gonna make a left up here. Anyways, let's figure it out. All right, just got back-to-back offers. One was like 3 and change for 3 miles. Then, as soon as I declined that, I got another offer, $7.70. It says 4.7 miles. I still have to get back to my zone. But the thing is, it's like, why didn't you just give that to me in the first place? Platinum status, get the best high-paying offers. Why give me the crappiest one first? It's frustrating, but they do try you. Now my acceptance rating is at like 47%, so not looking too good. Yeah, pretty much. So let's go ahead and go to McDonald's. All right, we just picked up that order, and the order was actually ready, just sitting there waiting for me. So I was a little surprised. A lot of my orders have been ready overall today, so. But the only thing is, I've been dealing with more unusual extra traffic today. But it is what it is. We'll just keep it rolling. Leave it at the door. All right, shortly after dropping off, got another pretty decent offer here. It's $8.75, 4 miles. All right, let's knock it out. We are at What a Burger. Looks like we're picking up a few different meals here, so let's go in. And it's ready for me. Man, I really liked how they had that thing on the rack. I did question if all 3 of those were mine. I was like looking at the whole order. I was like, yeah. And right as I was starting to figure out, yeah, that's the whole thing. I'm pretty sure that was the manager that actually said something to me, and she confirmed it with me that this was everything on that order. So that was good. Another good news of this is I got like a mile down here, so let's deliver. Leave it at the door. All right, mission complete. And we actually have been out here for 2.5 hours. So not too bad for a lunch shift. And we made $58.25, which brings us to an hourly rate of $23.30 an hour. I'm a little surprised because usually to get over $20 an hour, especially pushing 25, I'm usually need like a catering order or just a bunch of high-paying offers. However, I have had quite a few miles today with 49 miles. I'm just like, oh, that's almost $1 per mile. So that's definitely not ideal, especially if you're trying to keep your mileages down. But the results of today wasn't too bad. And if you like to keep track of your mileages, like I do, I just use the Solo app, which makes life so much easier because I used to write this mess down. And this will keep track of DoorDash, Uber Eats, and all these gig apps that we be using. So just like right about now, you'll be ready for tax time, where you can also do taxes with April Tax as well, since they're partnered with them. So if you would hit that link below, where you can actually get started with your first 7 days free trial. Who don't like anything for free now? And if you decide to get your first subscription, you get $10 off on that first subscription as well. So how you doing? But I hope you enjoyed this ride along video. So if you would hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and see me in the next video.